What's going on, Show Nation? It's Movie with Movie Gaming TV, and in today's video, I want to talk about what to do day one once you pick up MLB The Show 21. We've got a lot of new players this year. Maybe you're coming over from Xbox and playing for the first time, or maybe you're loading up on PlayStation for the first time. This video is going to be for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the different modes in MLB The Show, and I don't have MLB The Show 21 quite yet, so I'm going to use MLB The Show 20 to kind of explain the different modes. If you'd like to pre-order the game, you still can. I'm partnering up with GameStop this year. Make sure you go pick up the game from GameStop if you would like to pre-order. So basically what we're going to do in this video is I'm going to talk a little bit about each of these modes, and we're going to do a deep dive on Diamond Dynasty, because Diamond Dynasty is actually the main mode that I cover on my channel. It's the main mode that I put out tips for, I put out gameplays for. I am a Diamond Dynasty type of guy. I played mostly all the modes in the past, but that's the one we're really going to focus in on later in the video. But before we get there, let me talk a little bit about each of these modes so you can become familiar with what they are if you just picked up the game for the first time. Now let's talk about custom leagues. Custom leagues are the closest thing you're going to find to online franchise in MLB The Show. You have a GM. The GM sets up the league. You can play a whole 162 game season. You can play a 16 game season. You can bring in your Diamond Dynasty cards to use as your roster, or you can use a custom roster, whatever you see fit. And that's basically what you're going to do in custom leagues. You're going to play against the other people in the league. I don't think you can play against the computer in this, but that's really what custom leagues are. Now, Play Now, that's your typical Play Now mode where you use the IRL or the real life teams. You're going to use, obviously, like the current rosters to play. You can play against a friend, 1v1 locally, just your typical local multiplayer, or you can hop into online rated where you use the current teams and play against other people online. That's what you do now. That's what you do in Play Now mode. There's also March to October. March to October is basically like one bite-sized season where you try to take a team from March all the way to October and win the World Series. It's like a very bite-sized version of franchise. So it's a quick mode. If you just want to get through a season quickly, you can do some simulation. You can hop into some of the moments as you play the games. You can play as little or as much as you want. The end goal is you're going to play one season with the team and try to win the World Series. Franchise mode is your typical franchise mode that you're going to find in most sports games, where you put on your GM hat and you try to lead your team to multiple World Series. You try to rebuild the team however you want. Just kind of your typical franchise mode. Now, Road to the Show, the closest thing in Road to the Show that I could compare it to would be like 2K is My Player. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to create a creative player. You're going to start off in the minor leagues and you're going to try to get them up to the major leagues. And you're going to play all of their moments. You can restrict it so you just hit. You can restrict it so you just hit and field, or you can restrict it, or you can just let it go. And you can do all the hitting, all the base running, all the fielding. You can also make a pitcher. Couple new things for MLB The Show 21. You can actually make a two-way player. Think Shohei Ohtani, where you do the pitching and the hitting. And you're going to talk to your coach. You're going to talk to the GM. You're going to talk to several players throughout the storyline. That's going to shape your story of how your player is going to go. Another new thing for MLB The Show 21 that hasn't been in the game previously is this Road to the Show player is actually going to carry over into your Diamond Dynasty squad. You're going to have missions with him in Road to the Show, and you're also going to have missions with them in Diamond Dynasty to build up their attributes to make them as good as they can possibly be. So out of these modes, Road to the Show is very, very popular. Franchise is obviously very, very popular. March to October, if you want that quick slice of franchise. Play Now, if you kind of want to use more of the IRL teams. Custom leagues, if you got some friends that want to kind of set up like a pseudo online franchise. And then we got the last mode, which is Diamond Dynasty, which is a lot like MUT. It's a lot like 2K My Team. It's a lot like HUT. It's basically that card collecting mode that is in sports games now. So we're going to go ahead and dive into Diamond Dynasty. I'm going to explain, if that's a mode that you're thinking about playing, I'm going to explain like where to start and all the stuff that you need to know about Diamond Dynasty. Okay, so the first thing, as we hit the home screen in Diamond Dynasty, there's going to always be an inning program that you're going to see every single year. The inning program, this is like the last one of the year. As you go through it, you're going to unlock more stuff for your team. Nameplates, card packs, all kinds of goodies are going to be in there. And there's always going to be like one big boss pack throughout there where you can get for free and sell a major card. You can see all the bosses that they released this past year in MLB The Show 20 in that picture over here. This box is your daily missions. Basically, if you complete them, you will get some of these program stars that go into the program. It's going to be a little bit different in MLB The Show 21 because instead of the program stars, it's all going to be XP based. Now, here are the different modes in Diamond Dynasty. You have ranked seasons, Showdown, Battle Royale, Conquest. You have the PS4 tournaments, which will be like probably like PS5 or whatever when they do the esports thing. This isn't used very often. You have moments. You have events, you have extended play. Now, let me explain, before we explain these even, maybe I'll just go over here and explain your team. So in Diamond Dynasty, you're going to start off the year, you'll fire it up. It's going to give you some cards to start your team. Eventually, through going through moments and conquests, playing ranked seasons, throughout the year, you're going to be able to unlock more cards and your team's going to get better and better. The whole idea is to build up your team the best that you can. There's also a community market where you can buy and sell cards on the market to accumulate different cards. You can also do things like if you'd like to open packs, you can always open up card packs that will contain the different cards. So now that you know that, let's explain these different modes. So ranked seasons is pretty much your traditional 9-inning game. You're going to start off with a certain rating, and as you go up in rating, you're going to unlock more and more rewards, which can be very lucrative as well. As you unlock more of the rewards, you're going to be able to either sell the cards or add them to your team and add stellar players along the way. The rating or the rank season itself resets about every 30 to 40 days, so it stays kind of fresh. And you'll go down, let's say you made like 900, you'll go down to about 650 and have to build all the way up, and you'll get all the previous rewards from where you started. So this is pretty much your traditional head-to-head 9-inning game with your Diamond Dynasty team. Let's explain Showdown. Now, Showdown, what you're going to do is there'll usually be some throughout the year, especially for the inning programs and especially to help you out with Team Affinity. Let's go ahead and explain Team Affinity because that will make more sense. Now, Team Affinity, you'll see right off the bat, it's going to have all the teams they'll release in series throughout the year. As you do missions and kind of go through this kind of stuff, you're going to go through these programs in Team Affinity and you'll start to unlock cards and goodies and stuff like that. So you'll be able to unlock like this. You got a lot of stuff with the Orioles, did a lot of the Orioles missions. You're going to be able to get closer to these good no money spent cards like Trey Mancini. It'll be the same with the 42 series in MLB The Show 21. It's going to be a lot like that. And if you have the game, you'll see that. So Showdown is a really good way to start getting those points that you need for Team Affinity. You can see at the end, you're going to pick up some vouchers. So playing Showdown, you're basically going to draft a team, and using that team, you're going to go through these specific moments. And if you make it all the way to the end, you can always skip to the end, or you can make it easier on yourself by playing more of the moments. And once you get to the end, you can get like these Team Affinity vouchers to put towards that. So we had like some of the ones that were innings in the past, and you can see as you got through this, it would be kind of like a mission within the inning program, and you can get through that part of the program faster. Battle Royale is a little bit different. You're going to put up the currency in the game, which is stubs. It costs 1,500 stubs to play. And what you do is you draft a team in BR. That's pretty much what everyone calls it, is BR. You draft a team. If you can go 12-0, you're going to get the best rewards possible. You can always forfeit an entry if you don't like your draft, but you basically draft a team, and once the team is drafted, you try to go 12-0 against other people playing BR at the same time. And if you can pull that off, you're going to get some big time rewards. So Battle Royale is a super popular mode because what it does is it allows you, you can see like kind of in the way that you draft, you get a couple really high diamond cards, high overalls. You're going to have to use some silvers, some gold, some common cards, some lower tier cards, and you're going to have to build the best team possible. It's a very popular mode because it's got a lot of rewards at the end. If you can make it to the end, it's really, really fun. If you can get to like, 10-0, 11-0, 12-0 and complete it, you're going to be able to get a lot of stubs from it. And also, it just really makes you use like a lot of different cards. This is a 3-inning mode as well. You only play 3 innings in this, so the games go by pretty quickly. Next mode that we have is Conquest Mode. Now, Conquest Mode, there's going to be a lot of maps that release throughout the year. Keep in mind, this is the very end of this year's game. So when you start off, though, it probably looks something like this, like a first inning, 1 big map, and 1 starter map. And what you're basically doing this is you move across the board your players, you take over these strongholds by playing the games, and there's a lot of guides throughout the years on how to beat Conquest. We're not going to cover that right here just because it'll take too long to do that, but there's tons of guides on how to do this. This is one of the #1 things I recommend you do if you've never played MLB The Show and you want to hop right into Diamond Dynasty. I recommend Conquest Mode quite a bit because it's going to let you practice with your team. It's a very low stress environment. You're going to be able to pick up rewards. Like a lot of times as you go throughout the map, there'll be like hidden packs and stuff like that. And it's just like this map looks overwhelming, but you can go through all these and you're going to get rewards as you go along. And it's going to help you build your team for free. Like the end of this one, you got this Willie Mays card. At the end of this one, you got a Tim Tebow card. At the end of this one, you got a lot of like points for the first inning program. So I really do recommend Conquest. Go on YouTube, look up a way to I have videos on my channel, but I'm just telling you, there's tons and tons of Conquest guides out there on how to maximize what you need to do with it. Highly, highly recommend this mode. Moments. Now, moments are basically going to be based off of stuff that happens in real life. There's going to be probably some opening moments that we have, and then there's going to be stuff that happens in the first inning moments. You can unlock some cards, like you can get this Curtis Granderson. There was a Kerry Wood you can unlock. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to hop into something where, so you can see over here, it says like above my head, like tally 5 bases in one game with Jorge Posada, and you complete the moment. You're going to get some stubs, you're going to get some XP, and as you complete the entire moment, it's going to help you towards getting this Posada card, or getting this Bob Gibson card, or getting this Al Kaline card. There's also some moments just based on like it's called Tops Now. These will come out, it'll be like some stuff that happens in real life. You'll be able to do those same kind of moments as well, and you'll work towards getting the Tops Now cards. As you can see that pack, and they'll pick some players to put in the Tops Now cards that have like a big week. So Yerman Mercedes right now has had like an unbelievable start. He might be like one of the Tops Now type of cards. And then Tops Now, it really gets even deeper in the monthly rewards. So every single month, they'll pick out 4 or 5 players that just had like an outstanding month. It's really fun as the community tries to speculate like which card is going to be that player of the month card. So you'll get like 4 or 5 cards. You'll have missions for them in moments, and you'll build up to getting one of the, you'll build up here. I'll show you here. Let's just take, I don't know, we'll see. We'll take September, for example. So we'll do moments, you'll get some of these mission points, and along the way you'll build up to getting like the Mondesi, and then the true player of the month this month in September was Jose Ramirez. So that's what basically moments are. Now the last thing we have to talk about really, we got extended play also, but events are really, really fun. So we have, for example, right now it's the Shell 20 Forever event, but these events will change throughout the year. Usually maybe every 20 to 30 days there's a new event, and the events are fun because they unlike Battle Royale, they don't cost anything to enter, and they'll always have like really good rewards as you go along. This is kind of the end of the year, so it's a little bit different, but usually at about 25 wins you'll get a certain player card, and you can always sell these cards too. A lot of these cards go way up in value too as the year goes on, so like these are time limited events for you to get the cards. And there's always, you can see over on the left side of the screen, like there's always going to be like roster rules. So This time it's any card that includes prestige eligible players, live series players, difficulty all-star 3-inning games. It's usually 3-inning games or 6-inning games, and there'll be certain roster restrictions. Maybe it'll be like only AOS players or only NL East players, etc., etc. There'll be stuff like that. There'll be like restrictions on what the event is, and it's a really fun way to play. And you can see at the bottom, you can also get rewards if you streak. You know, if you get 3 wins before you get 2 losses, 6 wins, 9 wins, 12 wins. I'm in the way right here. I'll try to move myself out of the way, but you can see like down there, that's really where you can build up. And events is a really, really fun thing to play. I enjoy playing it quite a bit. As someone who pretty much plays like a ton of ranked seasons, I do enjoy playing the events. It's a good way to like level up your cards and stuff like that too. So events are a lot of fun. Now, extended play is basically you can play against a friend, Diamond Dynasty team to Diamond Dynasty team. You can play casual online, which I don't know if a lot of people really do that. It basically would be like ranked seasons, but where nothing's on the line. You can just take a game versus CPU. Maybe you want to take a game versus CPU and choose what difficulty you would like to play them on. You can do that here. And then finally, they have extra innings where they kind of match you up against a random team in the community, and you can play against them. Well, I hope this video kind of gives you some insight into what to do day one in Diamond Dynasty. I mean, there's so much to explain that I could go on for a long time, but this video should give you the basic information that you need. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to pre-order the game at GameStop if you haven't pre-ordered the game already. You'll love this game. I love playing this game. I love baseball, and if you love baseball, I always say to people, you'll love this game. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, peace out.